Hey guys, and welcome back to Misha's Corners. I decided to do Foodmas, like, you know, Vlogmas. I'm not a vlogger and I don't think I'll be able to put out 25 days of me vlogging my life. My life is not that interesting. It's a pandemic and I don't go anywhere, so I decided to do Foodmas, as in I'm gonna post a food video recipe every single day leading all the way up to Christmas. These are not all Christmas recipes or holiday recipes. These are just day-to-day. Some are super dirt cheap. They go from breakfast, lunch, brunch, low carb, whatever it is. If I feel like it that day, that's what I'm gonna make and I'm gonna put it out. So I hope you guys enjoy the series. And the first recipe up, I decided to make broccoli cheddar soup. Alright, so these are the ingredients right here. Remember, all ingredient measurements will be in my description box. First, I'm going to melt down 2 tablespoons of butter just like this. This recipe was so easy to make and so delicious. This is actually my first time having the homemade version of this soup. To my melted butter, I'm going to add my onions. I'm going to let that sweat a bit. Next, I'm going to add my carrots and my garlic. I add a whole bunch of garlic because I love garlic. Garlic is amazing in soup. I'm going to season this up with spicy, girl. This is just the first layer of seasoning right here. So you want to saute this and cook it down for about a good 5 minutes just to get the onions and the garlic and the carrots to get nice and lovely together. So this is the cheese I'll be using. I used this cheese in a previous recipe and I had a hunk of it left and it was just enough cheese for this recipe, so I decided to use it. So I'm going to grate the cheese just like this. You can use your food processor, but I'm going to use my grater. I'm old school, but yeah. Next, I'm going to add flour to my onion and carrot mixture just like this. You want to mix it up and allow the flour to cook out for about 1 minute. I'm cooking this soup on medium heat, so I believe that's number 6 on my stove. Next, I'm going to add my chicken broth. You can use vegetable broth if you don't want to use chicken, but either way it's fine. My chicken stock or broth is not unsalted, so which is fine because we didn't add any salt to this yet, but you can use unsalted. Next, I'm going to add the equal amounts of my half and half. A lot of people use heavy cream in this recipe. I feel like it's too heavy, so I use the half and half. I'm going to add a dash of Worcestershire, some more spicy, girl, some dried thyme, and some black pepper. Mix this up and allow it to come to a simmer until everything comes together just like this, nice and bubbly.
Now, I love soup. Soups are probably one of my favorite things to make, and but they're very tedious. So whenever I can find something easy, simple, and cheap, because this soup, to make this big old pot of soup, it's enough for like 4 or 5 people. I think it cost me $10 to make this soup. So, you know, soups can be filling and cheaper. You got the higher end ones. Like, you know, I'm Jamaican. To make the soup that I love so dearly and much, it's going to cost me at least $40 to $50 to make that soup. And so I don't get to make it as much as I would like to, but believe me, I love it.
Alright, so finally I'm going to add the broccoli down in here. I'm just going to simmer this for maybe 2 minutes. I do not like overcooked broccoli. I still like them to have their body to them in color. But if you're someone that have digestive issues or anything like that, you need it to be really soft, just simmer it for about 5 minutes before you add the cheese. So after 3 minutes, I added my cheese and then I cut the stove off. In my opinion, I suggest not to boil your cheese forever. And this is why I cut the stove off, because that's how I was taught. But if you don't care, you can boil your cheese or simmer your cheese for however long you want to. And so now I'm just going to plate it up. So my cute little bowl that I got from the supermarket this morning, actually, I'm just going to pour my soup right down in here. And as you can see, the broccoli still has body to it, still has a crunch to it. The carrot is still nice and bright. The soup part is nice and golden. Like, it just looks delicious. And it was so easy to make. So to finish this off, I added some scallions on top and some extra cheese. And this is what it looks like. It's so creamy, it's hearty, and it was delicious. Oh yeah. Still have body to it. It's not cooked to death. Don't cook that broccoli to death. Y'all know how I feel about overcooked broccoli. Don't y'all do it. Anyway, you guys, welcome to my first. This is my first time doing this, so we're gonna make sure we're gonna try to get through these 25 days, y'all. Yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you on my next video. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, the notification bell, so you can be notified every time I drop a video, and I'll catch you on my next one.